Ladies and gentlemen, if you're traveling to Honolulu, we are looking for some passengers that would not mind checking their large roller bag. If you do have a roller, and again, you wouldn't mind checking it, it will be complimentary. You can pick that up at the baggage carousel at your final destination. Please see us at the podium at gate 56, and we'll take that off your hand. Also, if you have any small items that's anything other than a large roller, please put that underneath the seat in front of you. And again, we are looking for probably about 20 passengers, so please bring those bags up to us at this time. Again, that's gate 56 for Honolulu. Thank you.
Good evening, Delta passengers flying to Honolulu, Hawaii. We're here with the Delta SkyMiles team, and we're here to invite you to sign up for our frequent flyer program, Delta SkyMiles. It's a free program to sign up for. Basically, every time you fly Delta, you will earn miles. And with these miles, you can redeem them for award tickets, discounted flights, magazine subscriptions, or you can even donate the miles to charity. Once again, this program is 100% free to sign up for. As an added bonus for signing up tonight, we would offer you 1,000 bonus Sky Miles into your account, and that is in addition to the miles you will order on your trip, this trip. Plus, we'll give you a code to watch a free movie or television show on board the flight. So if you're interested or have any questions, please come and see me or my coworker as we walk around the gate area. Thank you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Delta's 1149 with non-stop service to Honolulu. We are still looking for some volunteers to check in their baggage. It does help expedite the boarding process and also get your flight on time. If you'd like to check in your bag, it is complimentary. Once again, it does go to your final destination. If we do run out of overhead bin space, we will be checking bags involuntarily. We do apologize in advance. Thank you.
Once again, we are looking for any other volunteers that would not mind checking their large roller bag for Honolulu. Please see me at the podium at 56. I will take it off your hands and check it complimentary. You can pick that at the baggage carousel once you get there, but we are going to have to check about 15 of these bags because the flight is completely full. Thank you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to Delta's Flight 1149 with non-stop service to Honolulu. This is a very congested gatehouse. We kindly ask that you please take a look at your boarding pass underneath or by your seat assignment. It will tell you what time you are to board. If you look at your boarding pass and it does say premium, then you come when it says premium. Then we will do Sky, Zone 1, and Zone 2. We kindly ask that you please stay away from the boarding area until your zone or priority is called. At this time, we would like to invite any passengers that need extra time or assistance for Honolulu's 1149 at gate 56.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any passengers in the gate area for Delta Flight 1149 from Honolulu who need extra time or extra assistance, or passengers who need wheelchair assistance, you're not welcome aboard. Ladies and gentlemen, next door we have an airplane deplaning. So we're going to use one lane for our boarding process for Honolulu today. So through the general boarding lane, we're going to continue with our premium cabin. That's our first class cabin, our diamond and downward regulation. Due to the fact that the next door, the passengers coming off that airplane, we're going to use one lane. So premium is now welcome aboard for Delta Flight 1149 to Honolulu. Again, please utilize the general boarding lane. We're going to leave the SkyMiles lane open for the flight next door.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we are boarding our first class cabin only, premium. That's rows 1 through 4 in our diamonds.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, also through the general boarding lane, we're going to continue with our Sky passengers. Sky is welcome aboard. Zone 1 passengers, you're welcome to board. Premium Sky and Zone 1 for Honolulu, gate 56. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any passengers who still like to check in their rollerboard bag for their final destination, again, it is completely complimentary. Please let us know as you approach the boarding gate. Once again, we're currently boarding our Sky First Class and Zone 1 passengers for Delta Flight 1149 service to Honolulu through the gates marked 56. We're also going to continue with our Zone 2 passengers. Zone 2 is now welcome aboard. We're boarding all zones, all passengers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Delta Sky Team and our global partners, welcome on board your Delta Flight 1149 with nonstop service to Honolulu. As you're making your way to your seat, we kindly ask that you please step into your row and out of the aisle as quickly as possible to allow those passengers behind you to make their way to their seat as well. If you're traveling with a larger rollerboard, please place it in the overhead bins, either wheels or handles first on either side of the aircraft. Keeping in mind that the overhead bin space is shared space, so if the bin directly above your seat is already full, please go ahead and utilize the next available space. If you brought in a second item with you, such as a briefcase, tote bag, laptop bag, backpack, you can go ahead and utilize that space under this seat in front of you, so that we can utilize that overhead bin space for your larger bags without having to check them plain sight to your final destination. Feel free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. Please also note that if you will be working on a laptop computer or enjoying any other larger electronic devices, they must be stowed either in a bag under the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins. Please do not stow these items in the seat pocket in front of you, place them directly on the floor, or hold them on your lap during taxi, takeoff, and landing. This is not just a Delta policy, but an FAA regulation for your safety. Our flying time to Honolulu this evening is 5 hours and 9 minutes. We'd like to thank you all for choosing to fly Delta. Welcome on board. Ladies and gentlemen, we have received our final paperwork and we are ready for an immediate departure. Before we can move the aircraft, all passengers must be seated with your seatbelts securely fastened, your tray tables and carry-in items stowed, your seat backs in the upright and lock position, and your aisle armrests are lowered. Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all call. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on board your Delta Flight 1149 with non-stop service to Honolulu. My name is Bryson. I'll be your flight leader. This evening, I'm assisted by Robert, Bethany, Keiko, and Laverne. The 5 of us are based here in Los Angeles. We are here primarily for your safety. So in just a moment, we'll be showing you a brief presentation on the safety features of this Boeing 757 aircraft. We kindly ask that you please direct your attention to the video monitors and flight attendants in the aisle, even if you are a frequent flyer. Thank you so much.
I'm Richard Anderson, CEO of Delta. On behalf of the 80,000 professional women and men of Delta Airlines, welcome aboard. Delta people are the very best at what they do. Our values focus on making Delta a great place to work, running a world-class operation, and always having your back. Our team is committed to making flying better for you. Your safety and comfort are our first priority. So please pay close attention to the following safety presentation, and thanks so much for choosing Delta.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with Delta. Our first priority on every flight is safety. So before we depart, I'll be giving a brief safety presentation. Okay, be sure all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin. And place smaller items under the seat in front of you. And ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear. If you're seated at an emergency exit, please review the responsibilities for emergency exit seating on the back of the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Are you willing and able to assist with the operation of the exit if necessary?
Aye.
If you're unable to perform these functions, please let us know, and we'd be happy to find you another seat. As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted information signs located throughout the cabin, in addition to any crew member instructions. Smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes, is not allowed on any Delta flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector. There are 8 exits on this plane, 8 doors, 4 on each side. 6 doors have detachable slides that can be used as rafts. The 2 smaller doors behind the wings have detachable slides that can be used for flotation. An additional raft is located in a ceiling compartment or in an overhead bin in the back of the plane. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there is a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, lights will illuminate the aisle to guide you to an exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. It's unlikely, But if cabin pressure changes, the panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull a mask toward you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others. A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the main cabin. If you're seated in the first class or business class cabin, life vests are either in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tabs at the bottom of the vest or manually inflate it by blowing into the tubes at shoulder level. You can activate a light by pulling down on the tab in front, but if your vest doesn't have a tab, the light will activate automatically in the water. This plane features Wi-Fi, and internet access will be available while we're above 10,000 feet.
Activate internet. Scroll, favorite.
Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright, your aisle armrests are lowered, your tray table is put away, and all carry-on items are properly stowed. And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
On behalf of everyone at Delta Airlines, we want to thank you for paying attention. Now, as you prepare for takeoff, please relax and enjoy your flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we will be dimming our cabin lighting for the duration of our flight. If you should need additional lighting, your individual reading light controls, flight attendant call button, can be found on your TV monitor, and your air conditioning vent can be found on the panel above your seat. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking off in just a few minutes. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, we'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you and a welcome back to our SkyMile members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff. We've now reached an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices, and a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus in your seat pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card to save 15% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can view a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and music. You will find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know. They are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flight. Once again, flying time this evening to Honolulu will be 5 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you so much for choosing to fly with us this evening. Enjoy your flight. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please recheck the security of your seatbelt. Ladies and gentlemen, please pardon the interruption. In just a moment, flight attendants will be passing through the cabin with the State of Hawaii Department of Agriculture inspection forms. These are a required form that the State of Hawaii does require passengers to fill out. These forms are to be filled out are one per head of household. The front of the page that gives you information about the form is the required section. Please read over and notate if you are currently carrying any fresh fruits or vegetable items in your possession. If you do not have any of these items, in the center of the page, please go ahead and just check mark the none of the above box. The back portion of the sheet is completely optional. For your record, this is your Delta Flight 1149. And we do apologize, as unfortunately we were not catered with pens. So if you do need a pen, please go ahead and ask your neighbor if they have a pen available. These forms must be filled out and collected prior to our arrival. We will be coming through the cabin just a few moments before landing to collect these forms. Thank you.
Attendants, please prepare the cab for arrival.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our initial descent into the Honolulu area. At this time, we ask that you kindly begin to recheck the security of your seatbelt. And if you've removed any items from the overhead bins, please begin to restow them at this time. Please check around your seating area and the seat pocket in front of you for any cups, glasses, or other articles you wish to discard. And kindly hand these items to the flight attendants as they make their way through the aisle. Also at this time, if you already have not completed your State of Hawaii agriculture form, please go ahead and complete that at this time. These forms must be collected by flight attendants prior to our arrival in Honolulu. Thank you so much. We should be landing in approximately 15 to 20 minutes. And ladies and gentlemen, the double ding indicates that the aircraft is now on its final approach, and we have been cleared to land in Honolulu. At this time, all passengers must remain seated with their seatbelts securely fastened, your tray tables and carry-in items stowed, seat backs in the upright and locked position, and your aisle armrests should be lowered. Flight attendants will pass through the cabin to complete their final safety checks. Please check around your seating area for all remaining cups, glasses, other articles you wish to discard, as well as all remaining agriculture inspection forms, as they must be collected at this time. Thank you so much. We'll be landing shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Delta's pleasure to be the first to welcome you to Honolulu on the island of Oahu. Current local time is 10:25 p.m. and there has been a 2-hour time change from Los Angeles. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the captain has parked the aircraft at the gate and turned off the seatbelt sign. This will be your one and only indication that it's safe for you to get up and move about the cabin. Please be reminded to use caution when opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during landing. You may now use your mobile phones and other handheld electronic devices while we taxi to the gate. However, your laptop computers and larger electronics must remain stowed. We invite you to visit delta.com for all your future travel needs, including checking in for a flight and managing your SkyMiles account. If any of you should have questions regarding ground transportation, baggage claim, or any other information, a Uniform Delta agent meeting this flight will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. On behalf of Delta Sky Team, our global partners, and especially your Los Angeles-based in-flight crew, we'd like to thank you all for flying with us this evening. We've enjoyed having you on board and look forward to the opportunity to serve you once again. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening. Flight attendants, prepare doors for arrival, please. Cross-check and all call.
Aloha, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hawaii. Just for everybody information, your luggage, check-in luggage will come out from carousel G5. And then if anybody needs special assistance, please come to the aircraft door, contact your Delta agent. And on behalf of Delta Ground Agent, thank you for flying Delta. Happy holiday to everybody.